Hey everyone, how are you? Happy Sunday. Welcome to Mercury in Scorpio season, where there's always so much more behind what is said than you hear. Where the threats or the veiled threats aren't so veiled anymore. Where there's just conspiracy and no theory. Scorpio. It's the most powerful sign when it speaks to transformation. The power behind a Scorpio's ability to call in life or to call in death is undisputable. It rules the parts of our body that speaks to life and death, our sexual health and our reproductive system. So in this moment, your words, the words that we say, can give life or they can certainly give death. And we know it's death season. We know that in these months of October, November, and December, the veil is super, super thin and our ancestors are present with us. And the crossing over from one side to the next is quite easy, actually. So when we take our words seriously, that they can literally give life to a situation or bring further harm and death to a situation, and Mercury is in Scorpio, and we're about to get into Scorpio season, we realize the power behind our words. So when we're speaking, if we have nothing to add that gives life to a situation, we may want to be quiet, right? And when we can speak life into someone, we no longer use words such as oppressed and victims. We use words such as freedom and liberation. We breathe into things what we want to see, right? And we do this through the breath, through our words. Mercury rules the lungs and our breath and our power of communication. And combined with that incredible power of transformation, we can use our words to transform whatever it is that's happening in our life, in our family's life and their situation, in our community and globally. We can use our power of words to transform the things that we want to see transform. And this is a beautiful time to be able to sink into that, because when we see that our freedom and our liberation across the world is threatened, we want to speak up. But my choice is to always encourage us to use our words to breathe life into each situation and difficulty that we may be dealing with. Mercury in Scorpio. So now we may want to talk freely with the ancestors for guidance. They're right there. With Mercury in Scorpio, it's like we're talking to them all day, as if they're in our room, as if they're right around us, right? When we speak of drawing close to the ancestors, this is the season of drawing close to our ancestors. This is the season of igniting that ancestor altar in your home, having your candles lit, having your incense burning, having your water, your coffee, feeding the ancestors, speaking to them as if they're right in the presence with you. They're working out so many things for us right now, and we want to keep them active by leaning into them and calling them forward on their promises. We are their promises, but there were several promises that were also made in our contract before we were born with our ancestors, and we want to hold them accountable to those promises over our lives. So when we're speaking to them, we're also asking them to be accountable to the promises over our lives and for them to show up fully right now, because we need them so much, right? And so instead of using this season to speak in vengeful, jealous, envious ways, let's use this season to speak in ways that really bring life to our situation, to bring life to our ancestral promise, which is our purpose here on earth, and just speak about each other in ways that really bring life. And Leave the things, leave the other things behind. That is my message for you. Mercury in Scorpio, there's so many ideas around recipes for teas that could support us through this time. But if you feel like you want a recipe from me, leave it in the comment and I'll be sure to put a recipe up for y'all. But I'm busy. I got a lot of things to do. So if you want it, let me know and I will make sure that that happens. Thank you and enjoy the rest of your Saturday. So much love to each of you and to each of your hearts. I understand. I feel it. I've been feeling it. The heaviness, the pain, the grief. But I want to send you so much love to your hearts this afternoon. Take very good care of yourself. Nourish yourself and your families. Until we talk again. Bye.